How you guys doing? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me because I want to make sure that you can hear me. Hey, big boy. How you doing? Can you hear me? Huh? You want me to scratch on this mic, you freak fuck? Oh, yeah. Are you listening with earbuds, you fucking creep? Oh, man. Give me that. Yeah. Can you hear me? Oh. Perfect. You guys here for the racing stories or the car stuff? Okay, episode 32, talking shit, every Tuesday, 8:30. For those of you that don't know, and you keep asking me, oh, what time you gonna go live tonight? I'm just like, I don't know, fucking 8:30, the same time I've done it every motherfucking Tuesday. Pussy. Okay, what are we talking about today? Coming at you. Corvette. Yeah, the first C8 Corvette selling for $3 million. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. I should have a sound effects machine that's like $3 million. Extra big ass fries. So it sold for $3 million to one of the NASCAR owners, I think Hendrick, if I'm not mistaken. Hendrick bullshit. He ended up giving away the money to charity, which means it's a tax write-off, which means the money he's going to owe in taxes this year is, has less of a, has $3 million less of taxable income. Big fucking deal. So $3 million is $3 million. I think the first 2020 mid-engine Corvette ever is probably going to be worth more money than some ragged out green piece of shit 60s Mustang. But it is a charity write-off, so you can kind of dig on that Corvette a little bit for saying it's a charity write-off. It's not really worth $3 million. That's the sound of you sucking dick. I'm kind of amped up today because I had like regular Coke. I haven't had regular Coke in a while. So for those of you that are not that old and you still have some peach fuzz on your shit, Coke changed their formula like in the 90s and it was all fucked up. But I had some Mexican Coke, which is legit dead ass sugary Coke. So I'm a little amped up. So Jose Gomez already talking shit. Oh, PBD went quicker than the Evolution Pro. Actually, 9899, 9899. Jose Gomez, is your ass chapped from riding that dick? Huh? Jose Gomez, is your ass chapped from riding that dick or what? So anyway, what else are we talking? We're talking the Henessy GT500. Holy shit! Didn't I tell you that Henessy was going to come out with a $1,200 horsepower package? We call it the Dragonator, the Predator. So the Predator is the engine that's in the GT500. So what is like better than the Predator? The Alien versus Predator package coming at you. Just give us $80,000 and delivery date 2025. Oh, I'm getting good at these sound effects because I can actually hear myself. So yeah, I'm amped up as fuck. And finally, we're going to talk about procharged Godzilla coming at you, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Fuck dual overhead cam engines, cam in block, push rods, procharger, push rods. Of course, Procharger came out with a fucking supercharger for a truck. But Alex, didn't you see Evan Smith's article? Let's talk about that a little bit. So Procharger, the best supercharger ever, comes out with a kit for the Godzilla motor. And people are losing their, oh my God, this Godzilla. Here comes Godzilla coming down. No, that's racist shit right there. I'm sure the Asian community is not going to appreciate that. So I guess they came out with a supercharger for Godzilla. Oh, hello. Do you want a supercharger for your Godzilla? Yeah, I would. Very much. So how are you going to spend this RPMs for Godzilla? 5,000 RPMs. Because cam and block. Oh my God. So I knew that was going to happen. So people are going to say, I told you, Alex. Oh my God, I told you. I told you it was going to happen, bitch. What you think about that, pussy? A 7.3 is going to go into Mustang, punk. I'm like, yeah, no, it's going to be a procharged F-250. It's legit going to be a procharged F-250. But did you see the article? Fox body guys that don't have a mullet anymore because they're bald, so they have a skullet. They're like, yeah, finally we're back to our roots. 5,000 RPM. Could you imagine what that shift sounds like? Don't even let it rev. So I guess there's going to be a lot of pretty quick supercharged F-250s rolling around. And and it's just going to be like a total shit show. You're actually probably going to see the aftermarket jump in on this piece of shit. Now, I don't hate the motor on its own. The motor is fine. I hate the thought of that motor. The thought of that motor means, oh, swaps. Like, oh, can I get a 10R80 swapped Godzilla motor? No. Real quick answer. Fuck no. So what are we going to do? We're going to start Godzilla swapping Fox bodies now? Is that what we're going to do? 5,000 RPMs, red line? Oh, Alex, but with a B cam, we'll move the power band up quite a bit. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if people actually make power with that motor. But it's a 7.3 liter. So now the complete argument of cubic inches goes away. Bye-bye. See you later. Doesn't matter. All that shit you talked as a Ford guy saying, well, we 302, 331, 347, 351, 440 cubic inches or whatever the fuck it is. So now you're just another big black ass having ass motherfucker. And you can't use that argument anymore. You know, it's just a little 300 cubic inch and fuck you up. What do you got in that car? I got a 7.3 liter procharged. So what's it run? 10.8. 7.3 in procharge should run 8.7 something. It should be like an 8 or a 7-second something. So you got to understand, if you're going to Godzilla swap anything, you're already behind the 8 ball with the size. 7.3 liter. 7.3 liter. It is bigger than a Z06 motor that's a 7.0, I think. If you guys thought the LQ4 was big, that's a 6.0. So all that shit's going to go away. So please, if you do swap a 7.3 Godzilla motor in a Fox body, make sure that bitch makes 1,200. Because if you're coming at me with this 800 bullshit, this 900 bullshit, that shit's whack as fuck. For 7.3 liters, you have to fucking send that shit. You absolutely have to be an 1,100 horsepower or something. Because people are going to go, what you got there? Oh, I got a Godzilla motor. Sweet, what's it make? 400 something. What size is it? 7.3. Excuse me? Did you say 7? Yeah, it's a 7.3. It's a 7.3. Then you walk over to the Coyote swap sections like, hey, what's this make? Oh, 1,100? What's it got? Oh, a stock Gen 2 with the twin turbos. Oh, small block for the win. Oh, look, you got to understand. The reason I'm not big on this motor is because that shit's already out there. There's already big inch, small block, big inch cars that are pretty badass shit. But all of a sudden, a 7.3, because it's new, you know, people are going to want it in their cars. I get it. You're going to make power. But look, 7.3 liters, I'm still going to use the same argument. So you got a 7.3 liter engine with a procharger, and you're making how much? Thank you. My back hurts says 7.3 liters equals 445 cubic inches. So it's gone. To me, the argument is just like, meh, I'm not interested, because let's talk about lineage. Do you think Ford went 5 liter, 281, whatever the 3 valve was, I guess 281 also, 4.6 liter, then 302, So now then they went EcoBoost because that's what they put in their trucks. 3.5 EcoBoost because of EPA, because of torque, because of fuel mileage, all this stuff. Now you think they're going to go 7.3 and you guys are going to say, I can't wait till Ford makes a 7.3 liter Mustang. Trust me, Ford is probably going to put a 7.3 liter motor in a Mustang and call it the Boss or the Cobra Jet or some dumb fucking name. And you guys are going to go, let me spit on the head real quick. And I'm just going to go, I want that hybrid 3.5 EcoBoost that makes 700 torque. That's my whole gripe with the whole Godzilla shit. So hopefully the sugar rush slowed down. I just got on a rant today because I saw all the shit that came up and it was great. So I am Nostradamus. Did I not tell you Henessy was going to come out with a 1,200 horsepower package for a car that they don't even have? You know, what are you going to do? Oh, twin turbo. We're going to twin supercharge it. We're going to put an Eaton Cobra blower before the Trinity before the Predator. We're going to tri-charge it. Yeah, okay. Right. That sounds good. That's how it works. Stegmeyer snakebite ported performance charger, pro charger. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be just the same fucking, the Fox body guys are coming out of the woodwork. You know, they're wiping the eye crust out. What? Oh, Coyote's over? Oh, thank God. I thought we would never have push rods back. Fucking Neanderthal. Dinosaurs. That's why they called it the Godzilla, because it's a dinosaur. Anyway, let's get some of the questions. Let's start talking a little shit. I'll go back up and just kind of go off the comments. People already asking me to talk about 2020 GT500 stuff. Look, unfortunately or fortunately, GT500 owners are the same. They talk a lot of shit. They want to be the best at everything, and they nut ride. At least with the older GT500, you had to drive the car, right? You used to be able to have to drive the car. So that's when GT500s met their maker, and they went, fuck, there's a stick here I have to actually manipulate. I got to go down, up, then down again. Now, Ford has made it very easy for even shitty-ass driving GT500 owners that didn't want to buy a GT. They were like, fuck a GT. Fuck that. I wouldn't be called then a GT. I'm a Shelby guy. And all of a sudden, they now have a car that shifts itself, and they go back to the same bullshit. You're going to see guys that were like dead, nobodies, dead in the industry, have a resurrection because those old GT500 guys that couldn't drive, which is 98.9%, are back in full force with the 2020 GT500. Ford did actually a really smart thing. Now, that being said, you're going to start getting the nut riders, the nut ride this part, nut ride that part. Wait until the porting shit starts coming out. Who ports better? Who has the best belt? Can I get a blue belt? Can I get a green belt? What size belt do I need with this size lower? What's the best belt? What's the best tensioner? What's the best auxiliary idler? Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. It's going to happen. You'll see the forums. Watch those old shit-ass forums. Guys, I'm Nostradamus. Those shit-ass forums that were dead as fuck are going to have to upgrade their server capacity because motherfuckers are going to come back and say, what's the best wheel and tire combo for my 2020 GT500? I think the Continental Conti Sport 2S is better than the blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Everyone is going to be sucking cocks and dicks in the forums all over again. I'm telling you, it's going to be unreal. So let me go and manipulate the stick tune. I think John Senior's in here talking all that shit. Chris Newsom says, I'm still banging gears and slapping dicks in my GT500. Sweet. He said he's slapping dicks. I'm kidding. I don't know. It's just a bunch of weird words. Tony Bolt-on is here. Tony full bolt-on. Tony F bolt-on. Full bolt-on. That means the bolt is fully bolted on. Fully. Not half bolt-on. Full bolt-on. So, yeah, he's back in full force because why? Procharger announced that they're going to put a motor in a dinosaur, and sweet, sick, awesome. I think if Procharger could put a Procharger on a lawnmower, they'd fucking do it. They'd do it tonight. They'd be like, now introducing the JDX1. coming at you, the JDX1. Put it on your John Deere. Easy installation, 2 seconds. There you go. Cut your grass with cool sounds. And you guys are going, man, that actually would be pretty cool. And you know what? ProCharger will do it. You know how many John Deere tractors are out there? Unreal. Michael Nunn says, Alex, how do GT500 owners compare to Corvette owners? Well, Corvette owners, I'm not going to say by and large. In Florida, Corvette owners are old. But there's a nice little chunk of guys there that are ZR1 and Z06 bros. And those guys mod their vehicle heavily. I saw a fully modded up GT500 getting waxed by a C6Z. And I went, it's still a thing. The C6Z is such a durable, I hate to admit it because, I hate Corvette guys. But C6Z owners and ZR1 owners are different. They are performance oriented. So those guys are at least, willing to go fast. Whereas Shelby guys, by and large, love the stripes. They love to name their vehicles. Yeah, I named mine Hush Money because I needed a fucking name. But if I had a Shelby, I'd be like, it's a Shelby. It's a Shelby. No, this is Eleanor. This is, Kristen. So GT500 owners are more about stunting. Like, look at my shit. Whereas ZR1 and C6Z owners are about racing. So I can't hate on a C6Z. I can't hate on any ZR1. On a Grand Sport, on anything else, on a basic bitch Stingray, I'll hate on that bitch all day because it's New Balance, tube socks to the knee, Docker shorts, and a dress shirt with your sweater crossed off on your shit. And you go to the meet and be like, did you go to the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green? It's pretty interesting. Steve Gardner paid me $2 and says, Hennessy is probably going to cost 50 to 70 above base. And what do you get for that? What do you get for that? Remember The Exorcist? Did anyone buy The Exorcist? Anyone? Did one guy buy The Exorcist? I'd love to know because I saw the Top Gear episode of The Exorcist, and it wasn't that impressive. It was like a procharged stock Camaro, with race gas. I think it was procharged or Whipple supercharged. Who knows? It had a supercharge. I don't care. I don't know. I just know that it sucks dick. But did they sell any of those? I have no idea. I have no idea if they sold any of those. And who were they marketing it towards? Demon owners? That shit ain't gapping no demon. No fucking way it ain't gapping no fucking demon. Hell no. A red eye will fucking walk that bitch. Maybe not from a standstill because it loves to burn, blaze the tires. But I did like the video of the guy putting up the GT500 versus the Porsche GT3. I think it's an RS. I think. I'm not up on my Porsches. And that thing was dead nuts with the car at that track because the Porsche is a very race-oriented vehicle. It has a roll cage in the back. It's like it's top dog road race car. And then he drag raced a Hellcat, waxed it. Notice, though, that he stopped pulling on the Hellcat after about third gear. He was out, and then the Hellcat was gone, but then the Hellcat stopped the pull, meaning, and it stayed there. And I went, interesting. Let's do that from a 60 roll. Let's do that. Look, I'm not hating on the GT500, but let's do that from a 60 roll, and let's see then who stretches who out. Then it raced some badass Ferrari, and it got fucked up by a front engine rear drive Ferrari. I mean, it fucked them up. That was so fucking cool looking, that Ferrari. I don't know what it is. It's like some super speed 2, whatever the fuck it is, Ferrari designation. I don't know. I don't care because I'm not a car enthusiast. Fuck you. 5 Point Slow says, is it worth getting the $310+ PMAS intake for my VMP Gen 2R, or am I fine with the 123 millimeter that comes with it? So the 120 PMAS isn't going to have a lot of gains over a 123. You're probably going to have a cleaner MAF signal, a better driving car, a better starting car. But power for power, I think it's more of a drivability and MAF signal as opposed to power for power. You know what I mean? It's hard to say, well, yeah, you're going to make more power with this one than that one. Anything 120 millimeter or so on a pretty good sized blower, it's going to do pretty well. When you get to big boost levels, that's when the 149 shines, and anything over 140 tends to shine. So it's all about drivability, startup, and how the car drives, how it acts, and how it tunes. Who drives worse, Floridians or New Yorkers? Floridians by far. New Yorkers drive crazy, but they drive crazy within the law. They stay in their lane. They don't do dumb shit. Floridians, once it rains, they put their hazards on, which I don't disagree with because it means I'm fucking dumb. I can't see and I'm going to go 40 miles an hour. So I'm going to put the flashers on. And for whatever reason, the flashers here is like a magnet and people just run into those guys. So that means Floridians are not only stupid for turning on their flashers, they're stupid for running into guys that have the flashers on. So I don't disagree. Hey, here are my warning lights because I can't see. So I'm going to drive slower than normal. And I'm letting everyone know around me I am driving slow. Watch out for me. Floridians go, what an asshole. And they run right into him. Like right into him. So who's the asshole? Do they make an eCam for the Godzilla yet? Oh, trust me. Ford is out there and they're going to name it Mothra, the Mothra cam. You know, whoever, who were Godzilla's like rivals, right? Let me see. Godzilla rivals. So let's do a little research here while we're at it. Here we go. King Ghidorah, like the Joker. King Ghidorah has a variety of origin stories. That was number 1. Number 2 is Mecha Godzilla. So I think it's a mechanical Godzilla. 3 is Rodan. 4 is Destoroyah. 5 is Gigan or Gigan. 6 is Mothra. 7 is Orga. 8 is Megagurius. And King Kong. Hey, King Kong. And Angurius, which is like, I don't know, some kind of spiky looking motherfucker. So if Ford was smart, they would name their cams after that shit. Come on, marketing. Let's go. Hire a motherfucker. Daily driven asks for dual pump return style system capable of supporting 800 horsepower and 18 with twin turbos and FIC 1000 injectors. Yes. On the 85. Yes. Perfect. That's a nice, easy one for me. Someone paid me $20. I'm going to jump right to him. Ian McClarty, McClarty, M-C-L-A-R-T-Y, McClarty. I have an Autobrock 2650 on an 18 GT. I have E70 available, but sometimes it's a bit higher in ethanol content. Would a tune for it have a little bit of flexibility for that, or does it have to be pretty exact every time? So if I make you an E70 tune and you somehow come across E85, well, now you're leaner because now the fuel is less dense because you have that much more ethanol in it. If it is E50, now it is going to be richer because it is going to be more dense because it has more gasoline in it because it is richer by that amount. So if you test religiously at E70, I can make you an E70 tune right out as long as you test constantly each fill up. If you're going to trust that the gas station has 70% ethanol all the time and not test it, you're going to have to monitor your short trims really carefully. If they go rich, that means it's less than E70. If they go lean at idle during operating temperatures, then that means it's a little better quality and it'll be closer to E85. Hopefully that answers your question, Ian. Thank you for the money. Appreciate that very much. Alex, I got a ported CJ from my 18 GT. Has a Circle D GT, has Circle D converter and weight loss. It has weight loss. It used to be fat and it has weight loss. I ran 7.0s with my stock Manny and I ran 7.0s with the CJ2, but I gained 3 miles an hour. I see others running 6s. What do you think I'm missing? It's probably all in the 60 foot, especially in the 8th mile. So maybe they have 355s, maybe they have 331s, maybe they have 410s. Not 100%. It all depends on many factors. Conditions, gearing, launch style. Yeah, there's a lot of variables there. I can't just say, oh, it's this and buy this part and you're going to be fine. There's a lot of variables. Bandy asks, what suspension mods, if any, do you recommend? I have an eye on a Steeda Stop the Hop kit and some half shafts. So you have an IRS car, so that means just 15 and up. That's a very good start. Some lowering springs seem to help because now the car won't squat as much. So you need to keep that sucker tight. So lowering springs help. I have IBOC Pro Kit, but you can get whatever lowering springs you want. I'm not going to steer you one way or another. Steeda does have drag springs. I have a set of Steeda drag springs that I'm going to put on that car whenever I get around to it. It's really difficult, guys. It is getting busy again at work. So I can't just like make videos and put parts in cars all the time. That's not my full-time job. So eventually I'll get around to the red car. But as of now, I think some springs, vertical links, some cradle lockout setup, Stop the Hop kit definitely works real well, and half shafts, that should be like 80% there. Some guys are going really fast on 110% stock suspension. I don't know how you get that extra 10% stock. That's what they're claiming. So if they're going that quick on 110% stock suspension, you should be able to do okay with 100% stock suspension. I'm winking. Tony Bolton with the bullshit answer of the day. I love it. He loves to stir the pot, and he's good at it. He's good. Remember, Tony, that's how I started, and I got a job in the industry. So see you soon. Michael Diaz says, Alex, my clutch started going out on my supercharged 17 Mustang GT. I'm currently around 620 horsepower. I've been looking at the RXT McLeods. Are they worth it, or should I look at something else? McLeods are fine. RXT is going to, hit a little harder than an RST. I like Mantic. I like Mantic, especially with the Cerametallic setup, but it is more expensive than the RXT. So RXT is a pretty good option. I prefer Mantic, sponsored by Mantic. I bought a subscription to Nutrisystem for my car. Exactly, weight loss. The old dudes from TFL Truck are going nuts with the stupid 7.3 liter. Dude, that's great. Truck. I'm okay with that. I'm not saying keep it away from the Mustang. Some idiot is going to swap it in the Mustang. Some idiot is going to swap it in the Mustang, build it, throw about $15,000 into it and say, see, 7.3 is badass. When you can throw $15,000 into kind of anything and it's going to be pretty fucking badass. I'd like to see what this motor can take stock, bottom end, cam, no headwork, and the stock springs. And let's see if it can go up to 7,000 RPMs. Let's see if it can make 500 NA like, dual overhead cam engines can, aka Mustang GT, aka the 18 GT. I'm sorry, the GT350, the 18 GT, any Gen 1 with some work in it. So we'll see how the 7.3 ends up doing. Someone's going to do it out of spite. I think Ford needs to make this thing roll out. They absolutely are going to say, we got to make this thing fast. So whatever it takes. And just to prove the naysayers wrong, it's not just a truck engine when it really is a truck and an RV and a fleet vehicle engine by design. But yes, someone will swap it. Someone will make power with it. And they'll say, YOLO was stupid. I'm like, why didn't you put that same exact money into a 460 big block or a 428 or a stroker dart blocked, 347, 400 plus cubic inch Windsor? What if you put the money into something that's currently out there, it's going to perform about the same. Okay, just answering an email real quick. I'm the phone. I multitask. Fuck you. Someone paid $5 for nothing, he said. It said literally, yeah, I mean, does TR6060 RPM stage 5, 6, or 7 hold more than stock? Of course. Of course. And please, can you tell me what's the main difference between RPM build and stock? No idea. No idea. SVT GT500, I have no idea what RPM does in their stage packages. I'm sorry, but I have no idea. You're going to have to contact RPM. I haven't dealt with RPM. I deal with Ben Calmer. Ben Calmer is the guy I go to. Ben Calmer is the guy to build your MT82, to build your TR6060, to build your T56. I have no affiliation with RPM. If they want any affiliation, they can contact me. But as of now, I don't know what their stage packages are at all. Paul Monaco says, just got a fresh set of Patriot heads for my 2-valve. Bitch is going to rip. Yeah, it's going to go from 260 to 275 horse. Crank. I love the meme that someone says, measuring crank horsepower is like measuring your dick from your balls. But what if you have a lot of behind ball dick? Huh? Yeah, you guys seen some porn. You're like, that guy has a lot of behind ball dick. And like goes all the way to his asshole. David Fisher says, this is just for hearing you say something nice Corvette related, finally, even though I'm embarrassed by 75% of them myself. David, you know it. You've gone to the meets. You see that guy comes out and looks like he's got a day left in his life. I remember when these came out the first time. They were... He comes out with his oxygen mask or his oxygen to his nose and his little tank. I love that these are automatic. Wonderful. Alexander Cadell says, dropped the Mantic Cerametallic clutch off at the dealership today and had the best reaction ever. All their jaws dropped seeing the baller case. It is a pretty baller case, especially, you could be like, oh, you can make cocaine jokes. Oh, you could put your cocaine in it afterwards. Some people say, how much is the clutch without the case? And Jeff Kirko goes, the exact same amount. So you're not paying for the case. You're paying for the clutch. Look, it's rebuildable. It's badass. I never had any issues with it. And my black car probably is still rolling with it wherever it is right now. Jay Valerie did not say anything, just gave me $10 and said support. What a guy. What a guy. Thank you very much for the money, Jay Valerie. Looked like he has a Corvette in his profile picture. Look, guys, I'm not coming around on Corvette. I hated Corvette owners by and large based on the Stingray and even Z06. I don't think Z06 owners and ZR1 owners co-sign on typical Corvette owners shit. So the way I look at Z06 and ZR1 guys, believe it or not, is how I look at GT and GT500 guys, but backwards. GT500 guys, by and large, don't race. And that's not negative. They just, by and large, don't race. They want to go to the show. The car looks great, looking like a candy cane or a lollipop with all the paint scheme. And they're like, this is badass. Great. GT guys, the first thing they do is manifold, headers, E85, let's race, let's gap people, let's go, blew it up, do it again. So, but EcoBoost guys are about the look. So I think EcoBoost guys have more in common with GT500 guys than GT guys because the GT is affordable, easily upgradable, and as of now, still faster than any GT500, right? The Gen 2, I don't think any GT500 stock bottom end has gone 8s. Maybe they have gone 8s. They have gone 8s because Chuck Wozorensky had a Whipple 8 liter. I'm sorry, it's like a 3.5 liter, 3.8 liter, one that went like 860. So I'm wrong on that. But I still think the GT is the racing car, the car that you go to race with, and the GT500 is the car you go to shows with. Same thing with Z owners and ZR1 owners. They race that car. Stingray and Grand Sport guys, they show that car. Maybe. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Alexander Cadell says, any advice for dealing with it or just follow the braking instructions and write it out? Just like that. Follow the braking instructions and write it out. Alexander Cadell for the Mantic clutch. Joshua Rojas says, Alex, if I'm going to run the 1819 stock Cold Air, do I need to order the tune from line or do I just need to change the MAF? You don't need to change the MAF at all if you're running the stock Cold Air. If you mean like in an older car, Joshua Rojas, if you have a Gen 2 or Gen 1 car and you want to run a Gen 3 stock Cold Air, yeah, you got to let us know because it is bigger than stock on those vehicles. Just take your MAF sensor, your existing MAF sensor from your vehicle. Understand this, guys. You got to take the MAF sensor from your vehicle and put it on the new Cold Air. Some people are taking Gen 3 Cold Airs with the MAF sensor and putting it on their Gen 1. Some people are buying a PMAS no required tune, meaning it comes with a sensor, and then they're saying, I need a tune. And then we're sending you a tune, and it's fucked up because it came with a sensor. Use the sensor that came in your vehicle always. There you go. Some guy actually ordered a PMAS, no tune required Cold Air for a supercharged vehicle. That was fun. No Lift Racing says, what's the most power a Boss 302 can handle? Twin turbo, looking for power limits. If it's got the right springs in it, 1,000. Dakota's car is like high 900s until he experienced valve float. So, twin turbo, Boss with the right springs, 1,000 all day. That is master race. Predator's quickly becoming the master race. I still think Gen 3 is King Daddy, drag your dick on the sand motor. Oh, but it ticks. Sorry, guys. That shit rides out. 12-to-1 compression, good cams, as long as everything is happy, those things are making some steam and hard to beat. The flat plane Voodoo 5.2 and a GT350, I think is on par because of the compression and the RPM capability. A twin turbo GT350 is dumb on the street. Dumb with a T56. Woo wee. Haik Boyajian says, what's up, bro? How much wheel horsepower do you think is enough for a 2014 GT boosted turbo or supercharger to go 9s full weight with an auto transmission? Good question. I just had a customer with a base file. Believe it or not, what we do with a base file is we limit the RPM to 5,000 RPMs and we leave timing at like 15 or 16. He's like, look, I'm going to run 85. I said, okay, that's fine. Here's a tune. So we dialed it in and then we upped the RPM and then I left the shift points at like 772, 7,300. He went out there and ran a 990 at 16 degrees of timing on E85. I was like, automatic TVS. So he was making probably 670, 680 wheel, maybe. And it went 990. Badass shit. Now we upped the timing to about 21. And he should run 9.7, 9.6 if everything is happy with a converter. So I think if you stay in the 650 to 690, maybe low 700 range, that should be more than enough, hike. That should be more than enough to get you into the 9s. Manuel Gomez said, what's up? Hoey, give gave me $2. I appreciate the money. You got plenty of money. $2. Boy, you must be struggling over there with your four drag radial equipped F-150. Manuel Gomez has an F-150 18 F-150 regular cab, short bed, 4-wheel drive with 4 drag radials and beadlocks on them bitches, stunting on them hoes. Matt A says, I can still get a Gen 2 short block or go for the Gen 3 short block with higher compression in a Gen 1. The problem is going to be your heads mating up to the Gen 1 motor. I don't know that you can put a Gen 3 bottom end with Gen 1 heads on it because of the gasket situation. I don't know. I think you could, but I don't know that. I think you can put a Gen 3 bottom end on a Gen 2 headed car, just like Manuel Gomez from Midnight Performance did. He put a Gen 3 motor bottom end with Gen 2 heads and Gen 1 timing components, the 3-2-1 setup. Very cool. He's like, 19, ho. Whatever, 19. Okay, so he's got a 2019 F-150, and he gave me $5 this time. So now you need to pay me $20 for any other comment, Manuel. So Manuel Gomez said he got a 19 F-150. I think Manuel's teaching Junior some Spanish because he told somebody today que mamamelo. It said, hey, mira, mamamelo, me la pela, pelamela. Pelamela means like peel it back, means like kind of suck my dick. Mamamelo, like suck my dick, also just in another way. Great shit. I love when Junior gets in on it just once in a while. You know, you don't want him to tell you to get bent though. Oh, inside joke. KED24 says, hey, Alex, what's the best bolt-on for a 91 Fox? Believe it or not, I think a 91 Fox, the best bolt-on was exhaust. That really opens it up. Takes those little shorty headers out of the way. Take the cats out of there. That opens it right up. Exhaust, meaning shorties, H-pipe, some Flowmaster 2 chambers if you still can find any of the old school motherfuckers or the knockoff Max. That was, to me, the best, quickest thing. Now, the pulleys did a big difference, believe it or not, because it freed up some horsepower. A throttle body freed up some horsepower, and some 1.6 rockers or 1.7 rockers really freed up some power. So if you want to do some quick, easy upgrades on any Fox, so rockers, pulleys, throttle body, and exhaust, it's a different vehicle. Now, if you can swing 410 gears in the back and get them bitches installed, I'm telling you, it changes everything about a Fox body once you do those 3 little things. Pulleys, rockers, throttle body, exhaust, and 410s. It's like the combo. And then you're going to want like a 150 shot. Blow it up. Ruslan Z, what a cool name. Says 2014 GT stick shift 700 wheel horsepower Paxton. Dakota did a great job. Now my 373s are deadly aggressive. Should I go 331s or 355? Thanks. 355s I think are going to be good because you still want the car to live in the high RPM range. I don't think you want to lug the car down between shifts too much. Not that that's going to change the trans gear ratio, but I think living in the high RPM range will benefit a centrifugal setup. So 355s gets my vote. S550 Vic gave me $20 whole. And he said, a tune before by you on 91 long tubes Paxton kit 660 horsepower, and I sold it. I have a new SU Vortec V3 Cali Legal 540 horsepower soon to add to the 18 manifold with lockouts flex tune. Oh, forget the flex on boosted shit. Should I swap out the LU47 for 1050X or should I do my OPG and sprocket and BAP? Need power. Okay, so you basically currently have a lockout flex tune car and you want to put a supercharger on it. If you're going to put a supercharger on it, you don't have to get O-pump gears, but it's a good, you don't have to wear a rubber when you're fucking, as Joe Goodenough said from VMP. You don't have to wear rubber when you're fucking, but it's a good idea. Same thing with O-pump gears. Think of it as the rubber of coyotes. You're going to get fucked, but whether you end up busting something or not is kind of a roll of the dice. I do not have O-pump gears in my 2019 Mustang GT. It has a 3.6 pulley on a Vortec. I'm not bouncing it off the limiter though. So I think I'm okay. But if I'm going to do anything else ever, I'll open it up and put O-pump gears in that sucker because it's like wearing a condom. It sucks, but you're still going to come. I hope that answered your question. It probably didn't. You're like, he started talking about dicks. So look at that. Eric, it says Eric Jefferson says, what twin turbo kit do you recommend for a 350? Aldo Welt has a badass 350 kit. Hellion has a 350 kit. They have a sleeper kit for it. It's pretty badass. One of our customers, what is his name? Randall Hadid has one of the cars I reviewed has a twin turbo GT350. It sounds like two Subarus back to back. Makes badass power on like 9 psi, 10 psi, like clutch smoking power. So Armageddon, Hellion, and Aldo Welds. But Aldo Welds is baller shit, like baller shit. So if you paid for a 350, hit up Aldo Welds first. John Lund says, midnight price match. Gave me money. Sick. Sebastian Garcia says, how much power should a Gen 1 Coyote make when it's full bolt-on? I purchased a car with a Boss 302 manifold, Steeda Cold Air, BBK90 throttle body, and Cook's Cat headers. Well, that's like shitty bolt-ons, right? Let's be honest with each other here. That's some shitty-ass bolt-ons you got going on right there. So what I would do is this. You can get, the Boss 302 manifold works fine. Steeda Cold Air works fine. Take that throttle body out of there, okay? And take the free-flowing, make the car free-flowing exhaust. That I don't consider that full bolt-on, in my opinion. What I consider full bolt-on, meaning everything you can do to a naturally aspirated vehicle. Again, full bolt-on to me means everything you can do to a naturally aspirated vehicle, and it is the following: Cobra Jet, Twin 65 or Twin 67, Ford Racing Cold Air, or a PMAS Cold Air for that same setup. Cams, LU47 injectors or 1000cc injectors, E85. That to me is, and headers and all the other bullshit. That to me is full bolt on. What you got is sort of like they bolted on stuff, but it wasn't like top dog shit, max effort NA stuff. Hopefully that answers your question. But that setup should make like free flowing exhaust. If it was free flowing exhaust, 430, 440 on pump gas, tops. Okay, now to the non-paying question. Now back to you peasants. What are your thoughts on Aleph Man Tuning? Never heard of them. Sorry, Herman. I've never heard of them. Hey, Alex, which is a better buy right now? 11 to 14 GT500 or low mileage GT350? Nice question. Low mileage GT350, I think, is a better car. The 350 boosted can make 800. The GT500 boosted can make 800. GT500 has a badass trans. GT350 doesn't have a badass trans, but it doesn't suck that much cocks and dicks. The 350 has phenomenal brakes. The 350 has a better interior. The 350 has better suspension. The 350 looks better. 350. Bandy. What suspension mounts do you recommend? I already answered that question. Did your phone just get stuck on repeat or what? Okay, he answered. Okay, I scrolled down and he said, thanks, Alejandro. Sweet. Edwin Martinez says, cams aren't bolt-ons. Actually, they are, Edwin, because you bolt them on. Actually, a supercharger is a bolt-on because you bolt them on. You don't weld on cams. You don't weld on a blower. Full bolt-on is cams. Stop it. It is PMAS, TJ67 or 65, Ford Racing Cold Air or Ford Racing Cold Air, E85 cams. That is full bolt-on. Sorry, I don't know what the hell you guys are thinking if you do not think cams are full bolt-on. So if you go to a meet tonight, the Wolfie's meet, the Kmart meet, the Arby's meet, or the Culver's meet, and you say, my car's full bolt-on, and you got an 18 manifold with a BBK throttle body, slap yourself in your face with someone else's dick. Hopefully that gets segmented and cut into a clip and put on Instagram. I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Aaron Brown says, will I notice any power gains on my Cook's long tubes with free-flowing exhaust? Yeah. Will I notice any power gains on Cook's? That's actually one of the biggest power gains. Once you go long tube header and a FFE, free-flowing exhaust, that's one of the biggest kick in the asses aside from like an E85 tune. Sure. Brian Geisler says, Alex, how much timing do you throw out at a Boss 302 boosted or fuel system running Ignite E90? At what point do you stop to add timing and just add boost to get to 900 wheel horsepower and stop? So, Brian, the most timing I've ever given any boosted vehicle is like 22 degrees. That's the most. Because anything past that, hell, anything past 20, you get diminishing gains. So if you go 18 degrees to 19, you can get like 11 to 13 horsepower. Then one more degree, you get like 7. Another degree, it could be like 20 15, 10, 5, one more degree doesn't necessarily equal another 20 horse. So at about 21, 22 degrees, all the fun games stop. And I'll just say, dude, just add boost. I'll cap you at 19 or 20 degrees and just add boost. There are tuners out there that'll be like, here's 30 degrees, bro. Here's 28 degrees. Yeah, your car's going to make a lot of power for a very short period of time. And then you're going to, boop, window the block. And then you're going to go, it's okay. It's okay. I was really stressing the car anyway, and my tuner's really aggressive, and I wanted him to do that. But if you're Lund tuned, you'd say, he blew up my car. Fucking squids out there, bro. Should I dual pump my Audi S4? I don't know shit about Audis. Nice car though. Kroger, Paul Monaco says, Kroger. Mr. Nitro says, are you really trying to sell the Fairmont? I'm going to coyote swap the Zephyr soon. Should I go TVS or slap turbo on Gen 3 10R80 or go Gen 1 or 2? Go Gen 2. It's all figured out, dude. Gen 2, and you can go get running tonight. Get a Gen 2. Gen 2 control pack. Gen 2 TVS. Gen 2, and go 9s quick. If you want to do latest and greatest, Gen 3, still not figured out. But I would do Gen 2 right now, bro. Alex, say it like the Godfather. What do I say like the Godfather? So sometimes you come, and then you come here on the day my daughter is to be wed. I love the Godfather because of the way he talks. He says, you come here on the day that my daughter is to be wed, and you ask for murder. I don't ask for murder. I ask for justice. Your daughter is still alive. I love his very dry, your daughter is still alive. Meaning, he wanted death to the people that beat up and raped his daughter. He's like, well, I'm not going to kill him, but you're coming in here asking for a favor, and you never even call me Godfather. You never even thought to call me Godfather. Okay, Godfather. I like how he says Godfather. like he's like, oh shit, I need this guy to kill somebody. I got to come here and suck his dick on the day of his daughter's wedding, because that's when the Godfather has to do a favor for you. But, he called him out on it. He goes, you never even invited me over to have a meal with your family. And you never even called me Godfather. Oh, that's wonderful. Danny Gutierrez. John Lund loves when I make Godfather references. Hello, Mr. Lund. I only want to be your friend. What should I do? So selling the Fairmont. This is the way I look at the Fairmont. I love the Fairmont. Once I built it, went to 870. That was kind of like, it doesn't get better than that. It literally doesn't get better than that, in my opinion. I've spent some quality time with the guys, with friends, dude. I know I'm going to sound like a fucking sappy fuck. Friends brought that car together. John Lund donated a harness. John Lund hooked me up with a converter. John Lund hooked me up with a rear end for that car. Jake let me borrow the facilities. I got connections with, Ultimate Header, UPR. I mean, it just, all the people I knew made a project come together. And it went 870 first time out without VCT, by the way. I found out later the VCT harness was not plugged in. Now I can go out there and run an 850, 840, make another 1,000 horse, maybe shoot for a 7. That is not my motivation, because the faster you go, the more safety equipment you need. And motherfuck a 10-point. Motherfuck all the safety shit. I'll just drive the car. Now, I enjoy driving the car, but not as much as I enjoy driving the 19. Man, that thing drives good. Man, that thing is fast. But I think at the end of the day, I think someone's knocking. Someone's knocking? Oh, someone's knocking upstairs. I think it's a dog scratching himself. I think it's kind of done. Now, I'm going to go to Texas 2K. I'm going to hopefully qualify with an 870 or an 860 or an 8 if it runs an 8 again. But it's making almost 100 more horse now than maybe, not 100, maybe 80 more horse than it was before. So it might run a 50 in similar conditions. But I'm also not like in a rush. So if somebody wants the Fairmont and is willing to pay me my asking price, bye-bye. See you later. You'll see a fucking 9-second stick shift S550 real fucking soon after that. King B 302 says, Alex, I can't find my random misfire issue. No, I don't have an Engage, but I'm getting it soon. Plugs are fine, coils are fine. Any idea what it is? King B, what car do you have? RS3 for me says, are the Cook's green catted headers the closest thing you can get to a catless system? YOLO for the win. No. I don't think there's anything as close to a catless system than actual catless, but I cannot condone you remove any emissions equipment because it's illegal, bitch. But I think a free-flowing exhaust or a, green cats, I don't think are going to be like your savior, but they're the best bet you have if you live in an emission state and you have to stay legal. You got to stay legal, but nothing beats free-flowing exhaust. Is that the closest you can get to it? Maybe. I've never flowed a set of green cats because who knows if the green cat is actually more restrictive than a massive, huge cat that Ford brings you from the factory. I don't know that the smaller green cat flows more than the bigger stock cat. What is it, black cat? Green cat. J. Rubin. If the rumor is true that the Mustang gets another soft refresh in 2021, do you feel it'll be a good Gen 4 engine? It may just be a slight bump in horsepower Gen 3. Yeah, it'll be a bump in Gen 3 because I think if they follow the narrative, right, Gen 1 went through 11 to 14, Gen 2 went through 15 to 17, Gen 3 will probably go 18 to 20, 21, and that's it. Then you're going to see 3.5 EcoBoost, 400 horse with a hybrid. No, you're going to see a 7.3, right? You're going to see a 7.3? Fuck out of here. Slow ST says, would you guys be able to tune my car if I were to buy an N-Gauge from Lund Racing while living in California? Been looking for tuners for a 17 GT. Look on our website, see if there's something we can do for you, or ask the question in the ticket system. I cannot answer that question for you here, but I think we can as long as you sign a disclaimer. But things change day to day, dude. Things change day to day. So I don't know what the current situation is, Slow ST. Ever hear the neighbors fucking? No. I got two neighbors upstairs. It's a couple. I hear my neighbors over here, and they have a dog, and I just smell them smoking weed all the time, and their dog barking. Dog's probably barking because he's high as fuck. But no, I haven't heard the neighbors fucking. Slow TT50 says this. I'm going to read it exactly how he says it. Do you a tuner from Kuwait called Alof Man? He and his friends keep talking shit about Lund. Even in social media, they tag Lund account and posting stuff. I don't know. I've never heard of anyone named Alof Man. Like, ever. If he's such a badass tuner and tunes his own shit without any help or any files, go out there and run better numbers than Lund has and then make a name for yourself that way. What people do is they stand on the shoulders of Lund, right? Lund is here, right? And then you're the little guy. So you want to be bigger than Lund, right? This is Lund, and you want to be bigger than Lund. And you go like this. Fuck Lund. Lund sucks. Well, you're still little. You're still little. And you're, fuck Lund. Yeah, fuck Lund. But you're doing this. You're standing on the shoulders of Lund Racing saying, fuck Lund. If you were to stand on your own work and your own shit, you'd understand that this is what you'd look like. That's the best visual representation of people that talk shit on Lund. If you're good at tuning, be good at tuning. Beat us at tuning. Be better than us at tuning. Go faster than us in every platform. Have the most tuned cars on the planet. Tune in volume. Don't stand on our shoulders and tell us we suck. When if you were to stand on your own merit, you really don't have much to stand on. So that's the way people think they're going to get known or recognized quicker. I'm going to stand on the shoulders of Lund and say they fucking suck when you're little. Look, if you think that's going to get you more customers, more power to you. But I think if you were to out there and shut the fuck up and just worked, close yourself off in a room, work. Get that work in. Build a car. Go faster than us. Be better than us. Do everything better than us. More volume than us. Better calibrations. Better driving than us. Better customer service than us. Then you can say, nah, you don't even have to say it. You could just show you're better than Lund instead of saying you're better than Lund. That's it. That's all. Are you gonna do lives on your dating channel? My dating channel is not there yet. I do have 500 subscribers. Thank you very much that dating channel has gotten 500 subscribers. I will release another video this week. I'm gonna try to do 3 every 7 days for you guys. I'm gonna talk about my first date, and I'm gonna take you along on a date one of these days. That's right. I'm going to get ready, drive, show you the restaurant I'm gonna go at. I'll probably go to the bathroom and be like, yo, this is how it's going. I can't show you her, because that would be a little disrespectful. But it'd be interesting to tag along with me on a date to see how it's going to go. I'll tell you what she's all about, see how it goes. That'll be interesting and fun. Bandy says, Alejandro Flores just went the fuck off. Props to you. Yeah, I'm going the fuck off, but you got to understand, people out there that are just shit-talking Lund, I'm not okay with it, because I'm on that fucking team. And if you're fucking with people that are on my team, I'm going to fuck with you. But at the same time, if you're little, I'm not even going to pay attention to you. I'm not going to pay attention to you. I'm like, all right, do your thing. Let me see what you've done. Nothing? Then move on. Elephants don't care about ants. We just walk over them. Kevin, that is a ridiculous question to ask. Where's Kevin? Big Daddy Trucker says, Alex, what's up, pimp? What's up? Big Daddy Trucker, I don't think I've ever met you. I think you used to watch us at the VMP live streams when I used to be there. 405 Motorhead. Alex, have you ever heard of anything about the GT500 having the same Tremec family of transmissions as the new C8? Per Matt Farah and the JRE podcast. Matt Farah is very knowledgeable. He's in more so than I am. So if he says Tremec has similar families, then that makes sense. And think about it. Dodge has a TR6060. GT500 has a TR6060. And Corvettes have a TR6060. So why wouldn't Ford have a DCT from Tremec? Chevy have a DCT from Tremec. It makes sense. Dean Simmons. Stock 2017. What will you build for fun? 650 wheel horsepower TVS daily driver. What will you build for a fun 650 2017? What will you build for a fun 650? You just mentioned it right there. You get any 2.3 TVS, whether it's a Roush, a VMP, or a 2.6 Edelbrock, pump gas, 10 pounds of boost to pump, headers, 650 horse. Done. That's fun, reliable. You can drive from here to California to Alaska and back on pump gas and not have to worry about it. Ken Abernathy, can a PBD, that's the only time I'll name that company, can a PBD N-Gauge, which is a HP Tuner's N-Gauge, be reconfigured to run a Lund tune? Yeah, I think so. Is it normal to burn 1 quart of oil after 1,000 miles, 19 GT? I wouldn't say normal. I would make sure that, open up your cold air. Look at the throttle body. If the throttle body has excessive oil buildup on it, I would look at a catch can setup from UPR and put those in line of the vacuum hoses, because even my Vortex Supercharged 19, it's getting oil in the supercharger. So I'm going to have to put a catch can on the clean side, meaning the cold air side. So I don't think it's normal to go through a quart every 1,000 miles. No way. Hidden cameras. No, I'm not going to do hidden cameras on the date. That's crazy. Sports Bronco. What the fuck? BAP. How did Donnie made the Gen 2 work on his S197 in your videos running 9.3s? Because he had a Gen 2 bottom end. It was a Gen 2 long block, and he put 11 through 14 timing components in it. Phaser, cam sprocket, crank, all that stuff, crank gear. And that's how it works. It's a Gen 2 with Gen 1 timing components. Ta-da! Is it worth locking cams on a twin-turbo 6R80 car? No, it all depends on how much power you're making, right? And if you lock them, you got to lock them at a desirable angle. You can't just lock them parked. Shit ain't going to make no power. Coyote Car Guy here. I love Coyote Car Guy, dude. He's the best. I love it. He's progressing nicely. He's getting into racing. He's out there. Racing is 18, A10 Whipple car. Love that guy. I just love his delivery. I wish his channel just exploded, because he's just like a good fucking dude. And he watches my dating stories. I love it. He was saying about how he had dated hundreds of women before he met his current girlfriend or wife. And I'm like, don't say that. Then she's going to think you run through hundreds of women. What's wrong with you? I love that. My guys like Coyote Car Guy too. Look, if you guys go to the Coyote Car Guy channel right now, please give him a follow, give him a subscribe, give him a like. get notified when he puts videos out there. He puts out more videos than I do, and they're actually pretty entertaining, and I love his delivery. He's a humble, super nice guy from the west coast of Florida. Get out there, Coyote Car Guy. Follow, subscribe to dude, please. I'd love for him to make some more money on the channel and get some support from my guys. What's a good race gas to run in my 14 nitrous car? You can do C16. You can do... Oh, someone's calling me. Who's calling me? It says anonymous. Look at that. It says anonymous. Anonymous. I don't know who anonymous is. Should I get it? Should I get it, guys? Let's get it. Let's see who anonymous is. Hello? Oh, they hung up. They hung up. Hey, fuck it. All right. Hey, Alex, my car was involved in a hit and run last week, and now it's totaled. I'm stuck between a 1214 Boss and a 18 GT. What's your opinion? For exclusivity and cool factor, Boss 302, white 13. That would be awesome. For power and mods and performance, 18 GT, plain and simple. El Coyote paid me $2 to say Lund is better than Bama. Damn, Skippy, brat. I did answer it live. They just hung up on me. Vandy was like, speaker. I was going to put him on speaker, but they hung up. That sucked. That would have been cool. Like, who's this? Do you guys tune with an SCTX4 or do I need the Engage? We can tune with an SCTX4. There is no issue tuning with the SCTX4. Getting the tune on it, getting the data logging is a little more complex, but if you're tuned by Lund Racing, we can send you a video of how to do it, like a step-by-step process of how to data log with an SCT. The Engage is diagnostics, data logging, normal, start the log. Boop, 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 done. Mr. Nitro says, need a new daily. 15 to 17, still cool, or 18 plus? If you got the money, 18 plus. 15 to 17 is still cool. Easily moddable, easily upgradable, tons and tons of parts. So is the 18 though. 18's catching up and it's going to quickly pass the Gen 2 because do you know how many 18 and 19 Mustangs I have tuned in the last 2 weeks? Insane amount. I'm telling you, 70, 60 a week. Not me, I'm saying the company. And I'm like, how are there these many cars? It's just unbelievable. And then you get the ones that they sold. So we get the new customer from the old car. It's just keep on coming. Badass shit. Paul Monaco says, it was Nate Ryder. We could have been together. Man. We could be with each other, bro. You don't know business, man. Hey, man. You don't know business, man. I went to college. And the college was telling me, hey, you should hook up with someone else and give you shit for free. That's called barter. But what are you going to give me? Likes, puto. I'll give you some likes. Y después me las pela. You know what I'm saying? We could have been together, puti. Yeah. Oh, God. Would you ever discuss the PBD beef? The funny thing is, there is no beef. I think the beef is them to us and their customers to us and our customers to them. As far as I'm concerned, there is no beef. What the fuck's tell me what the beef is about. Like, tell me what the beef is about. Like, please explain to me why I should have beef or anyone from any tuning company have beef. Because beef means if we see each other, we scrapping, right? When we see each other, we gonna scrap? We ain't gonna scrap. No, there's no beef like that. I think the fans get all riled up. Now, do I know a lot of shit that went on that y'all ain't privy to that can shine some light on the situation? Oh, yeah. But you ain't gonna know about it because there's no beef. Bro, two no good, 4-5 shift. No, okay, so Big Stewie paid me $2 to say, bro, two no good, bro, 4-5 shift, no good, bro, fix, bro, 98 plus boosting, bro. Got a guy today. He was like, bro, need CJ tune, bro. I'm like, bro, here's CJ tune. Do you want 98 and boosting, bro? He goes, no, bro, MS109, bro. I said, oh shit, bro. And then I was like, get me log, bro. He's like, no problem, bro. And he gave me, guess what he got me? A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 log shifts. The 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. And the 4, 5 happened at 7,500 RPM. Pow! 180 mile an hour. Bitch! Then he gave me the same exact shit on the fucking MS-109 tune. I'm like, yo, man, thanks for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 logs. God damn. Buy that shit. Poor boy 313 from the VMP days. What's up, man? Says, Alex, what's a good price for a used 350 manual? Woo, $40,000, high 30s, low 40s. High 30s, low 40s. I would love a black GT350 jizz all over the seats. So when did the word smash replace bang? I don't know. I don't know, but bang sounds bad, right? Smash sounds bad. So I don't know. It just did. We finna smash, bro. Joel Stein gave me $10 and didn't say a goddamn thing. Thanks for the support, Joel. I appreciate that. The pedal extender gonna make you rich. I will release that video tomorrow. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I'm gonna upload the pedal extender video on YouTube. I haven't done that yet. I did it on Facebook. I did it on Instagram. It's very short, but I'm also, in conjunction with that, gonna release the file that shows me doing the voiceover, but I used a video. So basically I was videoing myself doing the voiceover. So I'll put that all together. I think you're gonna like it. Okay, just answering a text. Sorry about that, guys. Very unprofessional of me. Sebastian Garcia says, "Órale, güey, ¿cómo estás?" I'm kidding. He says, "Thank you for confirming my suspicions. I'll start replacing parts too. Could you explain the selection on a stick car? I want to start racing at a legit track this year and do less on the streets." Okay, I got to read this maybe in a Mexican accent, Sebastian. Love you. Thank you for confirming my suspicions. I start replacing parts too. Could you explain the tire? Oh, tire. That's where I fucked up. Could you explain the tire selection on a stick car? I want to start racing at a legit track this year to do less on the street. So the tire selection, stick car, it's going to be tough. So if you have a 17-inch rear, you're relegated to like two tires, a 305 45 17 drag radial ET Street R, or I think it's better, don't do the bias ply, Mickey Thompson. Do the Hoosier. The Hoosier has a 17-inch bias ply that is pretty badass. I think it's the QuickTime Pro 17-inch Hoosier. That is a stick car favorite in my opinion, 17-inch. If you're going to go with a 15-inch, hell, you have so many tire selections, it's not even funny, but stick with the bias ply, but stay away from Mickey Thompson bias ply. Not a fan. I had it. I didn't like it at all. El Borinquen says, drop a link to the dating channel. My man, let's do it. Because I get paid from that bit also, bit. So I'm going to get in there, bit. I'm going to do a real quick switch. I hope it lets me switch accounts live. If not, it like fucks my shit up and it's like, and it's over. Let me see my channel. Fuck my channel, your channel. There it is. View as a subscriber. Copy, paste. Here you go. Link in the chat. The dating channel. Poor boy says, hush money story. Poor boy, what do you want me to talk about? Hush money. How I got it? I can't talk about how I got it because it's hush money. It's hush money. I cannot talk. You can't talk about Fight Club. It's Fight Club. So Mickey Thompson, ET Street R no go. You can do an ET Street R, but it's a drag radial. So it's going to be a stiffer sidewall. And it's not great for stick shift cars because with stick shift cars, you got to bring the revs up and dump that clutch. So you got to have a fuse. What's a fuse? Something that's going to take the shock, like a fuse. So the tire is going to be your fuse or your clutch is going to be your fuse. Unless you're running a slipper Black Magic clutch, you're not. You're running a stock or an RXT. You're going to break a drive shaft, break a half shaft, or spin the tire. I think you're better off with a bias ply. Who's your QuickTime Pro? YouTube Corrupt Anti-Free Speech says, 19 GT Auto is there. Any reason to go into the instrument closer and use the line lock feature as opposed to just holding the brake and hitting the gas manually? No, just hold the brake, hit the gas manually. All the other bullshit is dumb shit. Orlando Chavez says, Alex, going full YouTuber. Look, if there's money in YouTube, I'm going to get it. But I'm not going to be like, welcome back to the channel, guys. Go to my store and make sure you get my blah, blah, blah. And the first 10 subscribers are going to get condom wrappers with my head on it. Coming at you 5 in a row. Mr. Nitro says, enjoyed your shows for a long time, and here's $5 more. Buy yourself something real pretty. Met you in Bradenton last year. My boy bought your P-Stars. Oh, P-Stars. P-Stars. My P-Stars? Met you in Bradenton. Oh, yes. He's a cop. I met him in Belle Glade. They ain't shit in Belle Glade, but Taco Bells and Mexicans. Not saying that's a bad thing. Martin Salgado says, what supercharger would outwine my wife inside an S550? Serious question. M122. If you get a Department of Boost kit, get an M122 07 to 12 supercharger, Christian selling one. That sucker's going to whine like a motherfucker. It ain't going to make that much power, but it going to whine. It going to whine. Bronco Stang says, Gen 1 short block, need to get it sleeved. What do you recommend? You'd be okay to about 800 horse. Okay, I'm not going to say 800 horse on the Gen 1, but a stock Gen 1 rotating assembly is going to quit at 700 something wheel horsepower. The block itself is fine if it's got rods and pistons. Rods and pistons, you get to like 900. Sleeve is if you're going to shove 25 plus PSI or 20 plus PSI through it consistently. So sleeve it if you're going to go big boy power. Don't sleeve it if you're going to stay 800 with rods and pistons. If it's going to stay stock, keep it under 700 rear wheel horsepower and live a long, happy life. Zach Davis says, I know you just said no, not to go with a Mickey Thompson bias ply for a stick shift car, but would it be fine for an NA Gen 1 primarily on the street? It's going to be kind of funky because I had really bad luck with this car and a 17-inch bias ply. It sucked cocks and dicks, and it wasn't fun. Jonathan Betancourt says, you missed my question. Any word on Ghost Cam for P1X 10R80 85? Checked a few months back and you said not yet. Any update? I think we have a tune for a boosted auto Gen 3 car. Hit us up. We'll see what we can do for you. Insane in the Brain says, have you heard about the new McLeod's SFT 2000 clutch only for T56 and TR6060 Mustangs? Ready for 2,000 horsepower. Ready for 2,000 horsepower? You ready to fucking send it, motherfucker? Buy the McLeod SFT 2000 clutch. No, I haven't heard about it. After that rant, I just go, no, I haven't heard about it. But 2,000 horsepower? I'm sorry. I'm going like badass race shit with 2,000 horsepower. Alex Jimmy says, hey, Alex, what's the Gen 2 Coyote internals good for? And what do I need to swap out while it's apart? The Gen 2 stock bottom end is good for 800, 900, not sustained. Like you can't live at 900 all the time and be like, everything's great. If you got the octane and the tune is on point, 850, close to 900, the car will take it. How long? Depends on how much you beat the shit out of the car. But I would keep it at 800 to 850 to be safe. Okay, to be safe. It can take up to 1,000 like once, but I wouldn't like, 1,000 and then get on the on-ramp at 1,000 and then do a pull at 1,000 and then go to Walmart at 1,000. You know, I would be leery of that power usage at that level. Very nice. Michael Nunn says, you are lucky they didn't just kill you and give you a car instead. That's a good deal. I don't know who he's talking about. Waiting for a tray of cannolis to appear. The Godfather impression isn't bad. Yeah, I'm not that good. I'm not that good at many impressions, but those are okay. My Mexican is on point. My Mexican impression is so on point, it's not even funny. Why? Because I'm half beaner. Not half beaner, but I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm not really a beaner. I'm more like a white guy. That's why I think Hispanics have a hard time talking to me because they're like, Orale, pato, you a fag, bro. You don't talk like us. And I'm like, how should I talk? Like, I don't know, like stupid. I'm like, okay. Any internal beefing needed for a Whipple 19 GT rods or pistons? Nah. Someone just went like 8.7 today with a stock engine. Again, guys, some people are willing to blow it up, but the stock bottom end, Gen 3, seems to be able to live at 850, 900. No problem. Coyote Car Guy says, Salty Stang, dude, that's crazy. I did last year. Hang in there, bud. I don't know what he's saying. I'm married and I drive a Chevy and sub to both of your channel. Wow, Monty 540. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, dating story. Towley. Don't forget to bring a towel. Thank you, Towley. Thank you for don't forget to bring a towel. That's my other good impression. Oh, man. Wait a minute. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop. Well, I almost got it. And that's, what's it? Melody to Funky Town or whatever? That Melody to Funky Town. You're the Orale Vato, David Martin says, okay, so I'm thinking of a dating story because it's 9:31 and sometimes a dating story can take like a half hour. Johnny 50 says, Alex, do you eat culo? Which means, do I eat ass? Again, I don't pinpoint, I don't like direct myself to ass. If ass happens to be in the area that I'm already working in, ow, fuck, that hurt. You know, I might glaze it. You know what I'm saying? So Jonathan Williams says, thoughts on bias ply front and rear, mostly street digs, rolls once a week, rolls once a week and little to no daily duty. All day, brother. All day. Yeah, all day. A bias front is going to be lighter. And a bias rear, it'll be predictable. So bias front, bias rear, it'll be super predictable, lighter than a radial. You'll be fine, sir. C6Z, that's a car that interests me. You know, the only thing that scared me was the cylinder head issue, the valves dropping issue. But once that's fixed, it's fucking stout. I can't rag on that fucking car at all. Especially the guys that own it are fucking racers. Thank God. Martin Salgado says, how about from the top brand? Best power and sound and balance, just for fun around town. Martin, what supercharger? Okay, from the top brand. Sound and balance. Sound and balance. It's really tough to beat a TVS or a Gen 3 Whipple. Those two are like pretty fucking legit. Now, if you want like noise and whistles and shit, you can get a loud procharger and accomplish that. You can get a red race blow-off valve, and that bitch will whoosh to your heart's content. Whoosh, that's exactly how it sounds. It's stupid. But TVS, top mount blower, VMP, Edelbrock, a Whipple twin screw, those are the guys that I would go with. I think Kenny Bells make a lot of noise, but I'm not going to co-sign on Kenny Bell. Alex Jimmy says, thanks, Alex. Is it worth doing rods or pistons? On any application, if it's out, do rods and pistons. Why not? Get a Mall, whatever, power pack. Throw that bitch in there, and you got forged rods and pistons. Balance the bitch. Throw some new bearings in it. I mean, look, if the motor is out, why not throw rods and pistons in it? Why not throw rods and pistons in it? Take it to a machine shop. Say, hey, man, throw some rods and pistons in it. 11-to-1 compression. Send that shit. So you're still can be really safe at 850, 900, like really safe. The sleeve is going to come into play. Eventually, you're going to have to upgrade the sleeve. So be mindful of that, bitch. Okay. So I'm still thinking about a dating story. So I'm still thinking up there. Craven Moorhead. That's a funny name. It is a funny name. Craven Moorhead. Some of these names I don't even think about until after the fact. P1X Procharger sounds the best. Eric Batchelor. You might be right. I don't know much about Procharger and PD, Elemental P, QRS, TUV. Fuck me. Alejandro Flores. Now that the GT500 has made its debut, do you think anyone will put a GT500 blower on the 350? Yeah, that'd be smart. That'd be so cool if they could do that. A GT500 on 350. Keep the math though. You know, just put that bitch on. I think it'll be cool to do a blower swap on GT350s with that blower because it is a Shelby, right? So it's got the Shelby fucking snake, and I think that's a cool fucking swap. It's a TVS front inlet on a GT350. That is a great idea. I hope that happens. Pat DeWan says, Alex, your job as a tuner is similar to IT application support in a company. Should tuning vehicle technology change? Have you thought about your next career move as an IT role in a company? So that's really tough because it's customer service. And at the end of the day, it's sales. So, you know, if people are going to come to me, they're going to come to me because of my knowledge of these pieces of shit, the cars. I don't know shit about IT. Could I make a lot of money in IT in a customer service role? Probably. But what am I going to be, a help desk guy? A help desk guy? Hey, man, my mouse doesn't work. Hey, man, I can't get into this server. Hey, I need to virtualize these physical servers. No, I am not that guy. That does not turn me on. Processes and moving shit around. My ex was an IT person, and I would sit there and go, oh, you know, and they would get excited. We're going to virtualize physical servers, P to V. Physical to virtual. And I'm like, I'm going to give you some P to V, but it didn't turn me on, you know. Does tuning turn me on? It's okay. I mean, I like what I do. It's a great job and the perks are killer and I get treated really well and my boss is great. So it's really tough to like dislike the job. Some customers make it real tough to like your jobs once in a while, but there are those good customers that are just like, you have changed my life. My car's running so good. And at the end of the day, I think that's what's worth it to me. Smokin' Nitto. I have a 4-fuel system for a 13 GT. Who do you know to install in North Carolina? Carolina Speedworks, Jonathan Wilburn. Carolina Speedworks, Jonathan Wilburn. Latin Gypsy says, hey, Alex, I have a 14 GT500 Kenny Bell 168 throttle body. Any idea why I have no throttle response issues? Comes and goes. The throttle body. Do yourself a favor with the Kenny Bell throttle body. Take apart take it off, put it on a bench, take apart the electronics. Just take them apart, take them out, take the spring out, then reassemble the bitch and put it back in your car. Watch it drive better all of a sudden. It's like it needs like some cleaning once in a while, and the TPS gets a little funky. Try that first, and depending on who you're tuned by, hit them up. If it's us, we got a vetted, meaning it works all the time on this car. If it doesn't work, it's a throttle body issue, hardware issue, plain and simple. WinMag Gaming says, 1350 tuned by Lund through an SET X3, and it came with no cable to run from X3 from laptop. Anyone in San Antonio, Texas, you recommend for a remote dyno session? Oh, thanks for what you do. That cable is a printer cable. It's literally a printer cable. So if you go to any Office Depot or what are the other fucking places? Office Depot. What's the other place that has like Staples? You can find that cable easily. San Antonio, I don't know off the top of my head any Lund Racing dealer, but you can rent the dyno and communicate with us. If you rent the dyno for 2 hours and you got everything street logged and all you need is watt pulls, say, hey bro, orale, orale, how you doing? I'm here to rent the dyno for 2 hours. My tuner is Lund. Fuck Lund, man, he's a bitch. He's a bitch. Why you want to go with Lund? Well, I'm already tuned by him. And YOLO, he funny as fuck. So I get tuned by him, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I like YOLO. YOLO's okay. Okay, you can rent it for 2 hours. Yeah, that's how it goes. Oh, man. The guy's probably white as fuck. Yonce50 says, oh, Canada, here's a $1.50. A $1.50 Canadian. Oh, yeah, that's not even a 20-ounce Coke here. Sick. All right, 2,000 horsepower equals divorce. You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. So, okay, let's not really talk dating story. Maximum velocity in San Antonio. There you go, Big Daddy Trucker. Come on, bitch. Hey, Alex, what's the best cold air kit for the 15 to 17 GT? PMAS, a stock 2018 cold air, Steeda, fucking anybody. Okay, Best Buy. There you go, Best Buy, Staples, Fry's. Good. I love you guys for telling them where to get that cable. Salty Stank says, Alex, I know you enjoy working for Lund, but would you ever think about jumping out there and going into business for yourself? Fuck no. Do you know how hard it is to tune these cars without having access to stolen files that get sucked off by someone else? Dude, it is impossible. It is very tough. Do you know what Lund has to go through? Lund has to be like in the back alley with a bag of money. Be like, hey, you got the stuff? Like, I got the stuff. It's like, what's this? Oh, some good stuff right here. How much you want for that? You know, you got to do some down and dirty shit. You got to be a savvy business person. You got to invest. They buy every vehicle they calibrate. F-150, GT500, auto, manual, older GT500, GT, Shelby GT350. That is a huge investment. For me to be able to remote tune on my own, first of all, I'd have to develop my own files. I cannot piggyback off of anyone else's work. That's bullshit. If I did go off on some kind of joint venture with someone, I'd have to like give them royalties. Like, I'm using your shit, but it's my customer. And then that gets muddy, because how do you keep track of that? The honor system? Very difficult to become a remote tuner. That's why when a remote tuner pops up out of nowhere and starts tuning exotic combinations like twin turbo 18s, and you've never heard of this motherfucker before, and he came out of the nowhere, you know that shit ain't his. You know, not you think, not you wonder, you know that shit ain't his. And then you get a hold of the file and you go, it's our shit. That's why people think we accuse everybody of doing some dumb shit. Only do that when we can verify. I told you guys I had a situation happen at my previous job where I put a car on the dyno and I said, all right, buddy, what do you want to do? He goes, I just want to see what it makes for power, brother. Sweet. 2 dyno pulls. So I was going to plug in the HP Tuners data logger, because that's what we were using back then at VMP, to data log the run. Not to suck off his file, to data log the run. In case anything went wrong, it is there. It is verifiable. What's going on? No. My tuner does not want you to plug into the car. I go, does he think I'm going to steal the file? He's like, I don't know. My tuner doesn't want me to put the shit in. You can't put your cable in there. I said, okay, no problem. Hey, let's make a pull. Whoa, do a pull and it hits some weird limiter, not a hard limiter, like dun, dun, come out. He goes, what happened? I said, I don't know. I'm not data logging it, motherfucker. That's what I wanted to say. But he was like, oh, I don't know what to do. I go, I don't know either. You're not letting me data log it. Why don't you call your boy? Let's see if he allows me to plug it in to see if there's a torque source that shows up that tells me what limiter it's hitting. Calls him. Hey, okay, no? Motorcycle regulator? No, 69? 77? Oh, over the pants hand? Okay. No, he doesn't let you plug in. Okay, so let's go again. Whoop, it hits another limiter. And I'm like, here's your dyno sheet of 550 robo horsepower. Fuck you want me to do? That told me, that made me go, who the fuck are you? You know, what are you hiding? Later on, we found out there was a Lund tune in that car. And Lund wasn't tuning it. That's all we know. Alex, if I change my wheels to my 12 GT from 18 to 20s, is there anything that I need to have updated on the tune? Yes, the revs per mile. If the tire diameter is bigger, there's different revs per mile. So we have to account for that in the tune so that your speedo is not fucked up. And if it is an auto, the shift points will change. So we have to make it legit. Reach around. Just spell their name right and it highlights. Alex, do you know any good shops in the Phoenix area? Anybody? Good shops in the Phoenix area? And go. Let Mr. Derek Triplet II. Let him know what's a good shop in the Pahonix area. Is an R888R a drag radial? Well, yeah, right? Actually, it's a very sticky radial. John Jund. Who the hell is John Jund? So it's a very sticky radial, right? Like when you go to Texas 2K, what are the 2800 horsepower Lambos running? They're not running an ET Street R. They're not running, Mickey Thompson ET Street SS. They're running an R888R. Why? Because it's sticky as fuck. So it is a radial tire that you can drag race with, or road race with, or roll race with. It is just an insanely sticky radial. So if you drag race with it, it's a drag radial. Why? Is there a debate? I didn't know there was a debate. Funny shit. 2-valve knees love too. Get the fuck out of here. Alex, your job as a tuner similar to IT, to his phone. So Mr. Pat the one, you're an IT guy and your shit's on repeat. So something's wrong with your phone. So that tells me your IT job sucks. Or you're not a good IT person. Just kidding. Relax. He's going to fucking zap my shit and I'll be gone. No spamming. Legit question. Pat, I answered it. I answered it already, brother. What time you ended the live? Pretty soon. No dating story because it's gonna take too fucking long to give you any dating story. But one thing I did find kind of funny when it comes to dating and being in a relationship, right? So I have noticed that when I go on dates and I talk to women about what they're into and what they like and all that bullshit, I like to dance. That's like the very common thing. I like to dance. So dancing to me is like a precursor to sex. No, it's about the art. I'm touching on your ass. I'm swinging you around. My dick hard. So we're probably going to fuck. No. It's about the art. All right, then fuck art. So they say, well, if you don't like to, and I usually say, I don't dance. What do you do at a club? Like, this is amazing. And you're dancing like a fucking retard. What the fuck are you doing? Unless you're drunk. So I go, nah, I'm good. I don't dance. It's not my thing. If I do go to a club, it's just grab a drink and just kind of watch the retards. Oh, if you don't like to dance, then I can't go out with you. If you don't like to travel, then I can't go out with you, because you need to be adventurous and you need to be into something similar. We need to be on point. We need to be on the, okay. So then I know the date's over right then and there, because they're kind of giving you you need to do this to do this. Okay. So are you down to buy a Fox body and we can go drag racing together? Ew, no. Wait a minute. Wait, you just told me that I need to travel to Machu Picchu and take a picture with whatever, or go to the Bahamas and take a picture with wild pigs on the beach. But it is not okay for me to require you to build a car to be with me? You see how stupid your request is, honey? I'm starting to find out that there's a double fucking, what do you call it? What is it when it's an okay for women? A double standard, right? A woman can say, you need to dance and travel to be with me, but I can't say, why can't we just fucking hang out at the beach or go to the, build a race car together? Oh, that's not what I want to do. Well, I don't want to dance or go to Machu Picchu. I don't want to do half the shit you want to fucking do. But you still require me to do it. I'm getting blown up here. What is going on? Okay, so I'm going to end it pretty soon. I've been on since 8:15. It is now 9:47, so that means I've been on for an hour and a half. Eric Batchelor says, Alejandro Flores, Bumble sucks in Connecticut, by the way. Connecticut sucks, Eric. Connecticut sucks. Try OkCupid. Go down to Hartford, just start swiping right, put your range to about 60 miles, and just go like this. And you'll match with some fucking heifer and you'll get laid. I guarantee it. It's Hartford, by the way. Matt A says, back at my previous question, new Gen 2 heads. So Gen 2 or Gen 3 short block. Also, would you drop in some comp camps or use stocks? Gen 2, if you can find a Gen 2 short block, I still like the Gen 2 short block because it's easily, you can put it in a Gen 1 or you can put Gen 2 heads on it or Gen 1 heads on it. Gen 3, I don't know that you can put Gen 1 heads on it. I think Gen 3, you only can put Gen 2 heads on it, but I don't know that. You have to ask a motor builder. That's usually what's going to have to happen in that application. So I wouldn't really shoot for Gen 3, but it is higher compression. If you can somehow get a Gen 3 bottom end, a Gen 2 set of heads, and a Gen, whatever car it is, Gen 2 or Gen 1 timing components, it should be pretty sack. Women blow dick, hopefully well. Wow, I don't know what the hell you guys are going with that shit. My God. Farmers only. Did you see that? Farmers only? I'm going to get in there just to be like, are you a farmer? No, I'm a calibrator. I work from home. Actually, I work from right here. Want to smash? Jim Jones says, dance sense party in the pants. Gave me $2, so I have to say it. Mustang Bill Sr. says, Connecticut sucks liberal. Connecticut sucks in general, man. Massachusetts sucks. Unless you go into Boston and start swiping, you ain't going to see some fine tail. There's some shit-ass shit. West of Worcester, west of Leominster, west of Cambridge. It's all shit. And then the girls that are hot are into dumb shit like reading. I need you to read. You ever see that? You know when your relationship is close to being over, when she wants you to be something you're not. She's like, I love hearing you fart and chew with your mouth open, you piece of shit, and never shave the hairs on your back, but I'm going to need you to start reading a book. And you're like, yeah, okay. That's when the relationship is like, you can count down to being divorced. Get ready to live in that single wide, motherfucker. Please end so we can go to bar. Okay, Michael, let's end it here. Thank you very much for watching. My first 15 to 20 minutes, I might just upload that as a video because it was a rant 100% with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola made me do that. Regular Coke. See what happens? See why I can't do drugs? Because if Coca-Cola did that to me, I could not imagine what anything else is going to do to me. Matt A says, your opinion, is the Senate going to impeach Trump or not? The Senate probably does not have enough votes to reverse the impeachment process, meaning throw it out. But I don't think it has enough votes to impeach. So it'll be like a stalemate. I think both parties I think that he can be impeached, but then they vote whether to remove him or not. Remember, guys, if you remove Trump, Pence is the fucking president. And Pence can pardon Trump. And then he can run for 2 more terms after that. So be careful of what you ask for. It's going to be nasty. Thanks for listening, guys. I'm going to try to get some more videos out there for you. Watch my dating channel. Like and subscribe. Talk to you guys later.